Episode 2, How to Cope with Losing a Loved One by Focusing on Coping Strategies. In this episode, I will delve into the 3 areas of coping skills. Losing someone you love is one of the hardest experiences in life. These emotions can feel overwhelming, while grief often comes in waves. I assure you, even in loss, there are ways to cope, process emotions, and find moments of peace over time. First, acknowledge your feelings. Don't suppress them. One of the hardest parts of grief is allowing yourself to truly feel it. Many of us are taught to be strong or move on, but suppressing grief only makes it heavier over time. It's okay to cry. Crying is not a weakness, it's a release. It's a sign that you are human, that you are processing pain instead of carrying it alone. You might worry that your grief is too much for others, but the people who truly care about you want to support you. Your pain is not a burden, so this means allowing yourself to cry and express your grief does not make you weak. It makes you honest, and honesty is part of healing. Have you ever felt like your emotions were too much for others? Share your experience in the comments. We're here to support each other. Have you ever struggled to acknowledge your grief? Share in the comments how you've navigated this part of the journey. Secondly, lean on support. You don't have to grieve alone. Grief can feel isolating, but you are not meant to go through this alone. Whether it's therapy, a grief support group, or close friends and family, having people to talk to makes a difference. Even if you don't feel like talking, simply being around supportive people can help lighten the weight of loss. Practical tip. If you're unsure where to start, consider reaching out to a therapist or finding an online grief support group. Connection matters. Thirdly, find an outlet. Express your grief in a way that feels right. Grief doesn't just live in the mind, it lives in our body too. Finding a healthy outlet for grief can help you process emotions that feel too heavy to speak. Writing letters to the person they lost is often encouraging. Others express grief through painting, music, or journaling. Even simple daily movement like walking outside can help. Release emotional tension. There's no right or wrong way to grieve, only what works for you. Closing and call to action. Healing takes time, but you don't have to do it alone. If this message resonates with you, subscribe for more insights. And if you feel comfortable, share in the comments. What has helped you cope with loss? Remember, reset your mind, reclaim your life.